For decades, holding a US passport felt like having a golden ticket to pretty much anywhere. But quietly, those days are changing. For the first time in the 20-year history of the Henley Passport Index, the American passport has dropped out of the world's top 10 most powerful. Once sitting at number 1, it now finds itself in 12th place, tied with Malaysia. And some countries that once welcomed Americans with open arms are starting to put up walls. But what if I told you that your travel dreams are far from grounded? The reality is, your passport is still incredibly powerful. We're going to show you the stunning countries that still welcome you visa-free, helping you maximize your travel freedom before the rules change even more. Why your passport is losing power. So, what's really going on? Why is the blue passport losing some of its shine? The main reason comes down to one word: reciprocity. In international travel, visa policies are supposed to be a two-way street. If one country makes it easy for another's citizens to visit, they expect the same in return. The United States has some pretty strict visa policies. While a US passport holder can get into about 180 countries without a prior visa, the US only gives that same freedom to citizens of 46 other nations. This growing imbalance is making other countries rethink their open-door policy for Americans. And we're already seeing the consequences. As of April 10th, 2025, Brazil, a huge destination for American tourists, brought back visa requirements, pointing directly to this lack of reciprocity. Now, instead of just booking a flight, you have to apply and pay for an e-visa before you go. It's not just Brazil either. Countries like China and Vietnam have recently expanded their visa-free travel lists to include many European nations, but the United States was noticeably left off. Each change might seem small, but together they show a clear trend. The world is becoming a little less accessible on a whim for US travelers. This isn't to cause a panic, but it is a wake-up call. The era of just assuming you can go anywhere at a moment's notice is fading. Now, a little planning is more important than ever. I know it's a frustrating reality, but before we get to the good news, and trust me, there's a lot of it, if you're finding this information useful, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. We're committed to giving you the latest travel insights to help you navigate this changing world and keep your adventures going. Where you can still go, visa-free. All right, this is the part you've been waiting for. Despite the headlines, your US passport is still one of the most powerful on the planet. With access to 180 destinations without needing a visa beforehand, you have an incredible map of possibilities right at your fingertips. So, let's talk about some of the most amazing places that still welcome you visa-free for a good chunk of time. Japan. For up to 90 days, you can get lost in the beautiful paradox of Japan. This is a country where ancient temples stand peacefully in the shadow of neon-lit skyscrapers. One day you can be in a tranquil tea ceremony in Kyoto, and the next, you're in the middle of the futuristic chaos of Tokyo's Shibuya crossing. The food alone is worth the trip, and the bullet trains make it a breeze to explore everywhere from the snowy mountains of Hokkaido to the subtropical beaches of Okinawa. 90 days with no visa paperwork. What's not to love? Italy. The heart of the Roman Empire, the birthplace of the Renaissance, and a dream for foodies. Italy welcomes US citizens for 90 days of visa-free travel within the Schengen area. Imagine spending 3 months on an epic journey. You could start in Rome at the Colosseum, head to Florence for Michelangelo's David, and then get lost in the canals of Venice. Or maybe you'd rather explore the vineyards of Tuscany, hike the stunning Cinque Terre coastline, or soak up the sun on the Amalfi Coast. A 90-day stay gives you time to do more than just see the sights. You can actually live la dolce vita. South Korea. With a 90-day visa-free stay, South Korea offers a perfect blend of ancient history and ultra-modern pop culture. In Seoul, you can wander through the majestic Gyeongbok Palace and then dive into the trendy neighborhoods of Gangnam or Hongdae, the epicenters of K-pop and fashion. For a dose of powerful history, you can visit the DMZ. Beyond the capital, you've got incredible hiking in Seoraksan National Park, the volcanic paradise of Jeju Island, and the historic city of Gyeongju, often called the Museum Without Walls. Costa Rica. If your travel dreams involve lush nature, thrilling adventure, and living the pura vida, the pure life, Costa Rica is calling your name. US citizens can stay for 90 days visa-free, giving you plenty of time to explore its world-famous biodiversity. You can zipline through cloud forests in Monteverde, watch sea turtles nest in Tortuguero, or learn to surf on the Pacific coast. The country is a global leader in sustainable tourism, packed with volcanoes, rainforests, and pristine beaches. It's the perfect place to disconnect and reconnect with nature. New Zealand. For anyone who loves epic landscapes and heart-pounding adventure, New Zealand offers a 90-day stay. Now, there's a small catch. You do need an electronic travel authority, or NZTA, before you go. But it's a simple online form, not a full visa. Once you're there, the country is your playground. Explore the dramatic fjords of Milford Sound, hike the Tongariro Alpine Crossing, or go bungee jumping in Queenstown, the adventure capital of the world. And yes, you can visit all the breathtaking landscapes made famous by the Lord of the Rings movies. South Africa. How about a 90-day visa-free adventure in one of the most diverse and beautiful countries in Africa? South Africa has you covered. You could track the Big Five on a safari in the world-famous Kruger National Park, explore the stunning city of Cape Town under the iconic Table Mountain, and learn about its poignant history at Robben Island. You can also drive the breathtaking garden route or explore the vineyards of the Cape Winelands. It truly is a world in one country. Important things to remember. While that list of amazing places is long, there are a few crucial things to keep in mind in this new travel era. First, always check your passport's expiration date. Many countries require your passport to be valid for at least 6 months. After your planned departure date. An airline can and will deny boarding if you don't meet this rule. Second, get used to electronic travel authorizations, or ETAs. We mentioned New Zealand's NZTA, and other countries like the United Kingdom and Australia have similar online requirements for US citizens. The European Union is also set to introduce its own system, called ETIAS, in late 2026. These aren't technically visas, but they are a mandatory step you can't skip. Finally, rules can change in a flash. The Brazil situation is the perfect example. Always double-check the official entry requirements on the country's embassy or consulate website a few weeks before your trip. Don't rely on old blog posts or what a friend said. A few minutes of research can save you a world of headaches. So, is your US passport weaker today than it was a decade ago? According to the data, yes. The world is shifting, and the automatic go-anywhere access Americans once took for granted is being reevaluated. But is it time to shelve your travel dreams? Absolutely not. Your passport still opens the door to 180 incredible destinations around the globe. From the temples of Japan to the savannas of South Africa, a world of adventure is waiting for you. No visa required. The key takeaway isn't to be discouraged, but to be a smarter traveler. The era of assumption is over. The era of the informed traveler is here. By staying aware, doing your homework, and planning ahead, you can keep exploring the world with confidence. Your travel freedom hasn't been grounded. It just requires a little more attention. Thanks for watching. We hope this has empowered you to plan your next big trip. Which of these visa-free countries is at the top of your list? Let us know in the comments below. And for more tips on how to travel smarter, make sure you're subscribed. Safe travels!